Deputy, thank you for joining us. So first of all, you join us now as Chair of the Committee on Budgetary Oversight. How familiar were you with the work of the committee before you became Chair?
Well, obviously, I follow the work of all of the committees in the Oireachtas, and I am spokesperson on finance for the Green Party. So I am in that area and in that sphere. However, budgetary oversight is a relatively new committee set up in 2016 after an OECD report, which stated that really we need a committee like that. And it's a very particular skill set. And so I'm learning on the job, and it's a very, very interesting area to be in.
So you were convened that bit later into the budgetary cycle. What kind of challenges or difficulties has that posed for you?
Well, look, I suppose there's the obvious one is that we were kind of concertinaing 4 months of work into about 2.5 weeks. And so that's incredibly challenging for both the people who are the stakeholders who are going to submit to the committee, and also to our own committee members, all the meetings. And we have excellent staff. But also there's the other side of it, which is we are in a very extraordinary time at the moment, and we have to spend a huge amount of money to keep our health service going, to keep people going. And budgetary oversight is a challenge in those times, because you're very focused and aware that you have to get money out to people and have to get funding to things. And sometimes oversight is the thing that might fall by the wayside, and we have to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Now, you mentioned stakeholders there. The committee plays a key role in facilitating representative groups in advance of a budget. So how are they able to address their concerns, and how do you see that engagement evolving as we move to the next budgetary cycle?
I mean, I think budgetary oversight is going to become an increasingly important part of our budgetary decision-making process. To have, stakeholders like IFAC or Social Justice Ireland making representations about how they see the budgetary cycle working is incredibly important. But also in the programme for government, we have set out goals in terms of well-being indicators and also social dialogue. Other countries have probably more robust budgetary oversight than we do in Ireland at the moment, and certainly the programme for government has ambitions there to set out, kind of more a performance indicator process around budget and budgetary oversight.
And on that point there, what are your ambitions for the committee going forward for the budget now?
Well, I think that we would like to see a more performance indicator process. I would like to see more metrics and to have it be more active before budget decisions are made. I would like to see kind of more sectoral interaction with other committees. So, if you're in housing, rather than after the fact saying, well, this is how the money should have been spent, before the fact say, this is where we should be putting all of our funds. This would be long-term strategic planning. In countries like New Zealand, the Netherlands, they have very, very robust budgetary oversight, and they really kind of set the parameters of how budgets should operate, so that it becomes less of a political process and more of a process that's based around people's well-being.
Okay, Deputy, thank you very much. We'll have to leave it there.
Thank you very much.